In the Middle East, the fatal beating of a Palestinian American is sharpening the focus on Israeli settler violence in the occupied West Bank. His funeral and that of another man shot to death in the same area took place earlier today. CBC News senior correspondent Sasha Petrusik is covering the story for us from Jerusalem. So, Sasha, the violence in the West Bank has largely been overshadowed, of course, by the ongoing war in Gaza and other regional conflicts. But let's talk about what's going on in the West Bank. And what do you know about these latest deaths taking place?
That's right, Natasha. Well, there was a lot of mourning today and a lot of anger in the West Bank as we saw the funeral of a 20-year-old Palestinian American. His name's Sayfollah Musallet. He was born in Florida, but his roots are in the West Bank here. And he was in the area visiting his relatives since last month. Yesterday, we were told by the Israeli military that there was a violent confrontation between a number of Palestinians in an area just north of Ramallah, north of Jerusalem here, between them and settlers, Israeli settlers who have been throughout the West Bank has been increasingly violent, increasingly attacking Palestinians. We have heard of a number of cases. In that case in particular, this one, not only was this one 20-year-old killed, but another 23-year-old, Mohammed Shalabi, was also killed. The Palestinian American, he was beaten to death. The other one was shot. And right now, the relatives of the Palestinian American are really putting pressure on the U.S. and the U.S. Embassy here to get some answers and to hold Israel accountable for this. This is what they had to say today.
This is an unimaginable nightmare and an injustice that no family should ever have to face. We demand the U.S. State Department lead an immediate investigation and hold the Israeli settlers who killed Saif accountable for their crimes. Saif is not just a number. He is the kid that brings light in every room he walks into. We won't let him be forgotten.
Now, as I say, this is becoming increasingly frequent in the West Bank as Israel has ramped up its military operations there, but also because settlers have taken a cue from some of their leaders, the settler leaders who are in fact in government in Israel and have been pushing a line where they want parts of the West Bank annexed, and in fact small groups of settlers have been perched on top of hilltops, as they were in this case, and have been coming down, taking land in some cases, or trying to, and this is where the confrontations have happened. The UN says that since October 7th, since this war started in Gaza, over 900 Palestinians have been killed in the West Bank. Some of them through military action, but many of them in cases like this. 40 Israelis have been killed in that same time period. This is really something that has exploded in the West Bank, a lot of violence and a lot of frustration, especially on the Palestinian side. Now, human rights groups have said that Israel is not doing enough, has not prosecuted many of the people, the settlers or the soldiers who were responsible for some of these killings. But Israel is basically saying that it will investigate these cases and let us know what they find. Natasha?
CBC News senior correspondent Sasha Petrusik in Jerusalem. Thank you.